Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for choosing to click on this video and watch my video today. I just wanted to do a real quick sort of, it's a little review of my favourite products I've been using just recently in the last few weeks and maybe month or so. There's a few makeup-y bits and a few beauty products and tanning items. I really like all these bits and pieces and really enjoying using at the moment. So I'm going to jump straight in and start with the makeup items. I think the first few bits that I've got are highlighters, actually. My favourite bit of all of the makeup. I know it's the same for loads and loads of people. It's kind of the last bit that I do and my favourite thing. The first one that I've got to review is the Ofra On The Glow Highlighting Palette. It has got 6 pans in there and it has got, hang on, 1, 2, 3 highlighters and then the rest are kind of bronzers. Obviously this one's got a little bit of blush in with it, and this one's got a little bit of extra highlighter as well. This bronzer has got a bit of shimmer with it, so it's just a lovely, it gives you a lovely sort of glow if you don't want, you know, to use it as a matte bronzer. This is just nice just for the sort of, you know, all over glow, especially now summer's coming up, you know, just to warm up your face. And the consistency of all of these are just amazing. It's my favourite highlighters well ever, really, to be honest, and they should be for the price, but I'm really impressed with them. Love them. I've been using them every day since I've had them, and I just wanted to do a quick sort of swatch of them just so you can see how pigmented they are, because I'm just going to do the highlighters and just pop them on the back of my hand. So here we go. This one was the bottom one here. The middle one is the top corner up here, and then the bottom one here is just a kind of rub around of all of these colours here. You can just see how pigmented they are and how shiny and beautiful they are. The consistency of them is just, they're very creamy, but obviously they are a powder, but just lovely. Like, can't even say how much I like them. They're just amazing. And same with the bronzers, really. They're not sort of as, you know, creamy, but really fantastic pigment, good payoff. And if you get a chance to get one, I would say do it. And the same thing, it's another highlighting kit, but down at the other end, it's a Primark one, £4. I did do a quick, I showed you this in the Primark makeup haul that I'd got a few weeks ago, but I don't think I used it in the Primark makeup, full face of makeup that I did. But I've used it quite a few times since then. I'm really impressed with this one as well, considering the price difference of the Ofra one and this one for £4. I'm just going to do a quick swatch on the other hand of these ones as well. I'm just going to do the highlighters because the bottom two ones are kind of more bronzy, that they aren't quite as pigmented but still, for a bit of a sort of more slightly subtle glow, it's really lovely. The colours are nice and pale, so I'm quite pale when I haven't got any fake tan on, so a nice consistency. They're not too powdery. Some of the other Primark palettes were a little bit powdery, but these ones are pretty good. And yeah, so you've got a couple of highlighting colours and then a couple of the more bronzy ones that would just give a nice glow over your, maybe your matte bronzer. But for £4, I really like that. And then one more highlighting item that I've got, another Primark for £2. I've been looking for ages for a cream highlighter and came across this one and really liked it. I'm going to put a little bit of this one just on the back of my hand with the other two Primark highlighters. There was a couple of different colours in Primark that you could get. One of them was slightly more pinky toned, and this one was kind of more nudie, goldy champagne sort of tone to it. So, hang on, can you see just this one here? So again, it's not dark at all, so it would be suitable for paler skin. And to be honest, actually what I've been doing is using the cream highlighter, putting it on with a bit of a beauty blender and just dabbing that on, and then putting the powder highlighters over the top, and it makes a huge difference, really, really does. It helps them to stick better and just sort of blinding. So definitely if you get a chance to nip into Primark or anything, just grab some of the highlighting items because they are really good. Okay, so the next couple of makeup bits that I've got are both, well, one's an eyeshadow, one's concealer, under eye concealer, so I'm going to go in with the concealer first. This one, I know everyone absolutely raves about the Collection concealer, under eye concealer, but this one I've not seen before actually. It's a lemon colour one. It's lemon, and they've got like purple, like the colour correcting things, I suppose. So I guess you're probably supposed to use this maybe with another highlighter. Got myself in the eye then. With another highlighter, maybe one of the you know, the skin tone ones or whatever. But I've actually been using this on its own, and it's just a really good colour for me, because it's obviously yellow based. It's not too pale, but it's a real nice sort of lightening effect under there, and once you kind of powder up and stuff and neutralise it a little bit, I love this. It's £3.99, as you know, all of the Collection ones are really affordable. Lovely consistency. I just blend it out with my beauty sponge and love it. So for £3.99, definitely worth a pickup of that. Now the next thing I've got is a NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette in the bright colours. I got this with the intention of doing a few festival, carnival sort of makeup look tutorials, because you get so many different colours, like a really lovely range of colours. There's a couple of shimmery ones in there. You could you know, you could do a real lovely festival look with any of those colours, and either use it to do like a real bold look, or in fact I've kind of done it a little bit today actually. I've used some of this teal colour here just underneath my eyes, a bit of a sort of neutral nudie sort of look on the top part, and then just done a bit of colour underneath, and I just love the way that this looks. It's just a way of getting a pop of colour into like an everyday makeup look without it being too much. So you know, you can use it every day and also then go on to real out there sort of looking makeup. The pigment is great. You don't have to use much at all. It's very good. So definitely worth a buy with the festival season upon us. I'm going to go in. I know everyone's raving about this, but I just wanted to jump on the bandwagon because I bought this a few weeks ago and I don't want to go back to anything else now. It's the NYX Epic Ink Liner with the super skinny sort of nib on it. Nib. It just gives such a precise sort of line when you're doing your wing, well, eyeliner, but then particularly with the wing. You know, I have this love-hate relationship with the winged eyeliner, as I'm sure most people do. So I really like this. It's kind of like a foolproof way of getting it. But yeah, it stays on all day. I've got this hooded eyelid situation going on, so I have to be a bit picky with some of the eyeliners that I use, because sometimes they transfer from this bottom bit up to this upper lid. But this one is great. It's matte, it dries to a matte, it stays on all day. Yeah, in fact it says it's waterproof on the back, and it is. It's really brilliant. Seamless link, after the Epic ink liner is this. I got this from Primark when I did my Primark makeup haul. It is a eyeliner corrector pen. Much needed, I can tell you. Now, the nib on this is a bit like this. It's kind of like a calligraphy sort of pen. It's got a wide nib on it, and then just on the edge you can then kind of make it a little bit thinner as well. It's such a good pen. It was £3 I think, but I've used it loads, unfortunately. Good and bad. Obviously with the eyelining situation, sometimes you need a little touch up, or if you kind of gone over, done a little bit too much of a wing, or you know, it's a bit wonky to the other one. This is great for just sort of tidying up any edges, or if you wanted to, you know, use the fat edge to just sort of remove the whole thing and start again. But really, really good. For £3, I was most impressed with this, and definitely will be picking up more next time up in Primark. Okay, so I'm almost done with the makeup items. The last few that I've got are all lipstick products of varying prices. The first one, I might as well continue with Primark. It was just a PS Matte Long Last lipstick in the, where is it? Matte finish. Really love this colour. I bought this when I did my makeup haul as well. It's in the shade, I think it's barely there. Almost there, sorry it is. But it was £1.50. It stays on really, really well. Lovely consistency. It's not drying at all. Considering it's a matte lipstick, it's not drying. Yeah, stayed on really well, and it's just a lovely colour. Primark have got so many different lip products at the moment, between lipsticks, lip crayons, lip glosses, the lip kits like the Kylie kind of dupes. I'll definitely be keeping this one in my makeup purse in my bag. And yeah, as I said, the next one was the nude shades by Maybelline. It's kind of like the newish range. Maybe it's not new, maybe it's really old and I've just come late to the party. But this one is in the shade 930, and again it's a matte lipstick, but it's kind of like a really lovely creamy texture. In fact, it's the one that I've got on now. I am always on the lookout for my perfect nude lipstick shade, and I think I found it with I think it was about £7.99 or something like that. So they are two of them, and the last lip product that I've got is this NARS one. It's a NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil. My friend recently went to New York for a few days and brought me back a few goodies from Sephora, and this was one of them. But this consistency, it does sort of dry to your lips. It's not drying whatsoever, but it goes on really, really nicely, and it's nice and creamy. Just sort of like pop them together and you know, move it around a little bit. But then after a little while of wearing it, it does sort of set a little bit and last really, really well. I mean, it lasted all day, so I love that one. So there's a couple of kind of range of lipsticks there, from Primark to slightly higher end NARS one. The last couple of bits and pieces I've got are I love these. I love them. I bought this one from Primark, and I think it was £6. I'd heard about this cocoa brown because they're doing a great big advertising campaign on Facebook, I guess, at the moment. So I got this one. It's the 1 hour tan, although I will admit I've not used it for 1 hour. I sleep in it overnight because I want to be as dark as possible. So yeah, I love the consistency of this one. I bought the mitt that goes with it. It just goes on so nicely, so smoothly. Once I put this one on, I would have gone out. I would have gone out. I didn't feel like I needed to kind of wear really loose clothing and wait for it to sort of dry and flap your arms around everywhere. It was just brilliant, and the colour was nice and even, didn't stick to any of like the areas that, you know, normally like your elbows and things. It just seemed to glide over perfectly. Considering it's not even an expensive one, for £6, this is the one that I'm using from now on forever. So loved that one, and it stays on really nicely. It fades nicely, it doesn't go patchy or anything. It's a good one. And then I think a day or so afterwards I got this dry body oil, the shimmer oil, and I got this one in the rose gold colour. It is limited edition one, but on top of the fake tan it looks beautiful, you know, just on the old shoulders and chest area. Now we're getting into summer times. It showed up so nicely, and on top of the colour, in fact it's got a little bit of colour in it, you know, so even if you put it onto non-tan skin, I think it would add a nice bit of brown, but definitely the shimmer and the glow was fab. If you've been thinking about it, it's definitely worth it, and they're not even expensive, so even better. Now the last two items that I have got are both beauty items. It is the Mario Badescu drying lotion. I bought this after I'd seen people using it on I don't know, YouTube, and thought, well, I better get some because I am prone to a spot or two, and it's brilliant. It does what it says it does, which is not always the way. It's kind of got this acidy bit in here, and then the drying lotion bits at the bottom. I thought you had to shake it, but you don't. You have to let it settle like that, and then just go in with a Q-tip. I'm not American, cotton bud, and yeah, go right to the bottom so it kind of like grabs onto the earbud thingy, and then bring it out with all the pink stuff on top of it, and just dab it onto wherever you need to. I did find actually I was using it too much probably. I started using it every night just to keep everything at bay, and I think that was not a good thing. I use it probably once a week, maybe something like that, if I've got any breakouts or anything, and then the next morning when it's looking a lot better, I kind of leave it then and just let it go down naturally on its own. I think I got it off Beauty Bay, but will definitely be rebuying when I need to. Last thing that I've got and I love, and I've ordered some more today because I'm almost out, is this. This is, let's put it that way, U-Skin Anti-Aging Vitamin C Serum. It is a hyaluronic acid serum. I got it because I was researching on the internet. Unfortunately, I feel like I'm getting a few fine lines in the old cheeks, forehead, round here areas. So I bought some after like so many amazing reviews off Amazon. Have a look at it on Amazon if you aren't convinced or want some sort of reinforcement on the good reviews. I think it was about £12 something, so it wasn't over the top, but it's got this little dropper thingy, and once you've taken all of your makeup off in the evening and kind of got your skin all clean and nakedy, just put a couple of drops, sort of like, you know, I put them here, just on here, and then just like let it run down a tiny bit because it's quite a watery consistency. Just press it into the areas, all the areas that you want it to, until it kind of absorbs completely into your skin. And it just dries. It dries really, really quickly. So I normally do it as soon as I've taken my makeup off, and then when I'm brushing my teeth and things, just letting it dry. And then what you're supposed to do is after it's dried, it's not tacky or anything, it just dries to a smooth finish. Put your normal moisturiser and whatever else you would put on over the top, and it feels really nice and smooth. Just go to bed after that. That's what I do. And yeah, it seems to definitely improve my skin. I can't say like it's done this and give you a big list. I just feel like it's made my skin nicer. It's definitely helped with the fine lines, by the way. I've asked loads of people what they would recommend, and they're like, you can't find anything, it's impossible. There's nothing to erase those fine lines. Actually, I found something, and I definitely think it's this. So for 12 quid off Amazon, really easy to get. I will definitely be keeping up with that. And yeah, I'm really impressed with all of my bits and pieces. I love it when I get things and it's actually good. I've got that many things that are kind of just in the back of the drawer because I bought them on a whim or because other people told me to buy them, and they've not been any good. So always a bonus when it actually works for you and your skin. So thank you so much for watching my video. I hope it's been in some way helpful to you. Don't forget to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it if you did. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you've got any comments, please leave them below. If you've you know, kind of got any opinions, or whether you like any of the particular products that I've mentioned, let me know. I'd be really interested to see how you get on with them. And yeah, I will see you again in my next video. Thank you. See you later.